it's an awesome feeling to be back in the finals. That's my goal every single time through this tournament style of fighting. But to fight the guy that I lost to in the first season of the company, it's very rewarding. All my hard work that I put in these last 3 years, to make it to the finals for the third time, it means a lot, and it means where I stand in the overall welterweight division of the world. I believe I'm one of the top guys in the world in any organization. So I'm just gonna cement what I believe in. So do it against the guy that beat me. It's gonna be awesome.
You know, this is gonna sound super cliche because you could say it after any loss, but in all reality, do you feel like what happened a few years ago in that final needed to happen for you to reach the places that you're reaching right now?
Yeah. It was just one inexperienced moment of my career of thinking I can just run through everybody without having there be consequences for your actions if you make a mistake. And yeah, it really set me back, but it also made me move forward of being a more smarter fighter, more tactical, thinking about my shots, still aggressive, how I like to fight. But you just gotta pick your shots more easily, because now all the time you can knock somebody out, and it can happen to you or you can get submitted. So you always gotta be on your toes, and you kind of just go in there recklessly.
In regards to, you know, with the PFL, it's so interesting because there's so much focus on the payout, on the jackpot of winning, right? And in other organizations, contracts aren't really talked about too much of how much this guy's making per fight. But in the PFL, it's out there because of the situation. Do you try to not focus on that part when you're preparing for a fight of the big discrepancy of if you win and if you lose on the pay, or is it something that motivates you? Like, how do you kind of balance that thought?
Yeah, it's a big motivator too, because that's a lot of money that you're fighting for. And it's out for everyone to know. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody is knowing that you're gonna fight for $1 million, and no other promotion puts that out there. So it's a big thing. But all in all, you kind of be thinking about that when you're fighting. You gotta be thinking about just fighting, and I really don't think about it that much, the money wise, because I know it's there, and I know I train hard, and I don't need to tell anybody I train hard. But for me, I know I train hard, and that reward at the end is just for me to go and grab them, because I work so hard, and I'm not gonna let anybody go over there and take it from me.
You don't think about it too much, but then you get jerk reporters asking you about it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, the last thing is, you know how it is in the state of Hawaii. There's going to be so many people rallied around their TVs, watching together as families, as friends, communities, rooting you on. What does that mean to you? I mean, even though you can't hear it, you can't see it, you can't feel it when you're up there, just knowing that support is there back in the islands, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. Just for people see on Hawaii, when a Hawaii guy coming from one small island in the Pacific for make it to a big show. Yeah, it's real humbling, because it's like all the young kids know that there's nothing that can stop you. You put your mind to something, you can do anything, and that's what I live off of. That's just a lot what we was brought up, everybody in Hawaii brought up to love each other and support each other, and I can feel the love from everybody from the islands, and I'm gonna bring them home.